I'm in a bit of a predicament at the moment because my unit is utter chaos. I've got an Alfa Mito sitting here, which I haven't touched, which we're going to be featuring in a massive series. We have a Daihatsu Sirion 2 here, just sitting here doing absolutely nothing on 3 wheels. I don't know where the 4th wheel's gone. You have to ask my cousin. I've got literally boxes everywhere. There's junk, there's chaos. It's just becoming a massive problem for me. So I thought today I'll do something productive and go out and get myself some shelving. And what I've got here is some boltless shelving from my local Halfords. Now, the reason why I've got this is because some of you who probably know me will know that I'm absolutely terrible at DIY. The last thing I want to be doing is any drilling or bolting or screwing or whatever. I just want to get a shelving unit, pop it up and job done. So I'm hoping this is going to solve a lot of problems. I didn't just get one, I've got 2. But if you look closely behind me, I'm just going to go and grab the camera now. So what I've got here in front of me are some boxes from a company called Wham. It's got nothing to do with George Michael. I just thought I'd get some more of these boxes because they're really good for storing things away now. I keep some for my microfiber cloths and towels whenever I'm on the go. And I've got loads for chemicals. I have so many chemicals coming out of my ears. My main car cleaning chemicals are in there. And I've got ones for my smelly stuff, which is like your wheel cleaner and your tar remover, fallout remover, all that stuff. And I've got some of these caddies which are pretty good as well, which I just use for some hoses. But I think if I put this all together and put it on this shelving, it's going to look really good. So the plan of action is to clear all of this out today and have a nice shelving unit over there. I've got some horrible cheap shed plasticky shelves which I've got to get rid of. And I've got this horrible cupboard as well, which is just rubbish, and I've got more chemicals. So I'm going to have a bit of a clear out today, and hopefully by the end of this video it's going to look really good. The first job was to clear all my junk. This is wild, and it's fair to say things have got a bit out of control. I found another box. Look at this for cheap shelving. This is just the worst. I can't believe how much stuff I've got in here. Right, I want to show you something cool, because if you've got any of these floor tiles like I've got, they're ribbed and they're quite difficult to push things along. But one thing I did notice when I accidentally fell over is when you put these tiles upside down on top of each other, they literally glide like an ice rink. So this becomes incredibly slippery. I've had so many falls. So I thought what I'd do is, because I got a very heavy home gym, I thought if I put them on some upside down tiles, I can push it out the way when I'm filming. And honestly, check this out. I can seriously just move it wherever I want. So at least it gives me a bit more flexibility in the unit. I don't know why I bought that thing. With the studio starting to look like the inside of my brain, it was time to do some work. Here we go, my boltless shelves. I know these are probably idiot-proof, but I wonder if they're Dave-proof. I hope there's some instructions. Okay, so I found the instructions. What I need, oh, what's this? A drill, screwdriver, and a mallet. I thought this was just a quick DIY pop it up yourself jobby. I didn't realise I needed to go out and buy some blimmin' tools. Yeah, he's using a hammer as well. It said it's supposed to be easy to fit on the box. I don't know, maybe I'm not processing this right. I'm just getting all the bits out just so I know what I've got here, because this looks like a right faff. I'll tell you what, if they ever have some sort of Deliveroo service where you can call some bloke on a scooter to come round your house and put up a shelf, I think that's when the world's going to become a better place, because I can't do all this. Look at it, I've got all these little bits here, like... Deep breaths, Dave, this is why you're doing it. So now I've got everything out, it looks pretty straightforward. I just think that because there's so many parts here, it's quite overwhelming. I've got 10 bits over there, 8 bits there, 8 bits there. I've got loads of legs here, loads of feet and all this other stuff. Honestly, I think I'm going to try and do this in about 20 minutes, maybe. I can't believe I've broken it. Actually, no, I've not broken it. Oh, it's doing it again. I'm telling you this now. If I have a heart attack, I'm suing Halfords. I want my money back. Why have I bought this? I've spent 70 quid on these two. 60 quid, whatever. What a piece of crap this is. Ah, that's not even in, is it? Ah, I've got 2 of these bad boys to make. I'm gonna need a hammer. Things aren't going to plan. It's done it okay on this side. So the problem is these little flappy bits that are supposed to just slot in, they bend. So now, when I shove it in, it just bends out. That didn't sound right, did it? You can see where they just slot in, but here it's kind of bent through. I mean, what the heck's that all about? And it's not that's not the only one, it's done it here as well. I can't see how this is quick and easy. It's a bit like having a double-decker bus and going, I'll tell you what, instead of having tyres, we're going to use giraffe's legs and see how stable it is. Shortly after, I was starting to make some good progress. The next thing I've got to do is put these extendable bits in because we want to utilise the height. This is a very high unit, so we've got space. I know it's not perfect, but it will do the job. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be using it as a climbing frame. I know the kids might though, knowing them. You have to look very carefully because some of these gaps here are not as large as they first appear. So it look like it can get in. Oh, what a mission. That's not going to go. These are so badly made. The first shelf was a nightmare, but would the second one be the same? This one's going in a lot easier than the other unit I had. So I'm wondering whether it's just a dodgy batch, because this is fine, this is good. This is what should normally happen. They should just beautifully fit flush in there, but it's not always the case. If you look closely here, you can see, look, it's an absolute nightmare. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's okay, isn't it? It's not that bad. God, if I slip on there, I'm dead. Never in my life have I had my arse kicked more than what I've experienced putting the shelf up. Eventually I got both units up and it was time to start stocking it up again. Honestly, I'm quite impressed with these shelves. I've got some very heavy boxes on here. I've not gone too heavy, but I think this is going to be good enough to do the job and I'm actually quite pleased with it. That one was an absolute mission to put together. This one, however, was just a million times easier, so I really don't know why that was just... That may have just been a dodgy unit, a dodgy batch. I don't know, but something wasn't working with that one, and this one was a piece of cake, and I did it in no time at all. So it probably is luck of the draw. Whenever you're getting anything cheap, I think you've just got to take the rough with the smooth. I'm happy with that. I've got all my stuff all put away. I need to get a few more of these boxes, because these boxes are solid. They're really good. I do recommend you get some, but other than that, yeah, I'm well happy. Anyway, I suppose whilst we're on the subject of the detailing studio, you might be interested to find out how on earth it even got to this state that it's in today. If you want to find out what happens when I first took this unit on and I was left with an empty shed, then you can go and watch this video right here.